What's going on, internet friends? It's Saturday morning, 6:53 a.m., 48 degrees, and I am headed down to Thompson Speedway, baby, for a Lock City Drift event down in Connecticut. It should be a good time today. Expecting a little bit of weather in the form of rain, which is what it is. Make the best of it, get that free horsepower and the slides, and I don't know, I'm tired. But gonna stop, get some gas, get some Dunkin'. Yeah, can I get a large energy cold brew with oat milk?
Large cold brew energy with oatmeal?
Yes, please. And yeah, just hit the road and take a lot of pictures and shoot some video and see some friends. Let's go. Happy Sunday, YouTube. I am hanging out, editing through photos and videos from yesterday. I was at the second Lock City Drift event of the year down at Thompson Speedway, and it was sick. There were so many people there. I think I got to the track at around like 8 a.m., 10 past 8. I think gates open for drivers at like 7:30. And there was like 4 or 5 rows of cars across of people looking to get in. It was just nuts. It was really cool to see more and more people coming out to drift events week after week or event after event. I spent most of my day hanging out at the clubhouse circuit. I ended up shooting through 3 batteries in like a 7 or 8 hour day because I didn't realize how much shooting at 4K 120 chews through batteries real fast on the Fuji X-H2S. so I definitely need to pick up some more. I shot an absolutely ton of photo and video throughout the day. I think I ended up with like 50 or 52 gigs of photos and around like 30 gigs or 35 gigs of video. So yeah, I definitely have my work cut out for me in terms of culling and editing and all that happy stuff. Supposed to rain. I think, I was driving down, once I hit like Worcester, I checked the weather because the sky was looking pretty dark. And it was like a 69% chance of rain or something. It ended up holding up. Weather was good. It sprinkled a few times and it didn't really start raining consistently until almost the end of the event. I think it was like 4:30ish when the rain started to kind of get steady, and they end at 5. So that was really sick. There were a couple little oopsies from the track being wet, but it wasn't, torrential downpours or anything crazy. Ryan Tuerck was there driving the East Coast car, which is I think 2JZ swapped Toyota GT86, and the thing fucking shreds. And it was really cool to kind of see him drive and get to shoot him driving. That was super neat. Also, sort of side tangent, sort of related to yesterday's event. Back in December, I think, a really good friend of mine, Dan King, who drives for 223 Drift Lab, reached out to me asking if I'd want to help out with media for the team this season. And the dudes on the team, Dan, Shane, Devin, Tom, Rob, and Matt, have become some of my closest friends in the drift community. So I definitely jumped on the opportunity to do that because it would be neat to kind of have something a little bit more structured for, drift video and drift photo, and to kind of help them just create some sick content. And Devin drives on the team, and he's sick, and he's an incredible photographer and videographer. Same with his girlfriend, Sarah. Then they're two of my really good friends. Everyone's been working on their cars nonstop since pretty much last season ended. Shane has his car up at Dan's shop right now. It's a Corvette. They're just finished an LS3 swap, and they're putting it back together. And I think it's going over to Jake at New School Vinyl Shop this week or next week to get the new livery wrapped on it. Devin and Matt have been working on an M50 engine rebuild for Devin's E36. I know Tom's doing a ton of work to his car as well, but Rob was at the track yesterday. He drives a C5 Corvette. Dude was absolutely killing it out there. It was insane. It was sick to watch him drive for the first time this season and to have someone from the team, out there. Shot a ton of video of him and photos. It was just really cool, seeing a close friend out absolutely shredding. Hung out a bunch with the Progression Car Club friends. Met them through NetGo back in like 2021. Been shooting photo and video of them as long as I've been doing this. They were definitely kind of one of the core built-in teams and groups of drivers up at the S3 lot at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We've all been like really good Instagram buds for just as long. And finally, this past season, which has been 3 events now, we're all kind of starting to become friends in real life, which is cool and weird. It's been 2 years of just talking on the internet and shooting the shit and taking pictures and videos, but none of us really ever hung out. A lot of it was just my anxiety and just not wanting to put myself out there and meet new people. But I went for a few laps with Cody yesterday, and whenever I used to watch that dude drive up at the S3 lot, I was always just like, holy shit, this dude is aggressive. Dude shreds. He drives an Infiniti G35, maybe. I'm going to look that up real quick because I'm probably misquoting his car, and that's kind of rude. Yep, Infiniti G35. I knew it. But anyways, whenever I used to watch that dude drive up at the S3 lot, it was just wild. Like super, super aggressive, always on doors, just really sick driver. So I jumped in for some laps with him yesterday. A little bit nervous, but honestly, it was sick. Dude is such a talented driver, and when you go for rides with anyone, you have to have a lot of trust in that person, just because when you're in a car going 50, 60 plus miles an hour sideways around a track or in a parking lot, it gets a bit spooky, just because it's not normal. It's the same as when you're driving in the winter in New England and you hit black ice and your car slides. It feels super foreign. Your car's not supposed to do that. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, for sure. Can be fear-inducing, but it was just sick to ride with him. We did some tandems with Chris, who also drives for Progression, who recently just wrapped his Z in this stunning, like burnt orangey red. Yeah, it was awesome. Yesterday was fun. Last year started trying to do like driver feature videos, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just kind of smaller edits focusing on like a specific driver and not a full event or a team or anything like that. Last week at Gig, I shot a bunch for Ryo and Brett from Stay Tuned, and I put those edits up onto my YouTube. So if you go and like click my profile down there, and then I think I have a playlist. I made like a playlist or a video list of driver features. Those are up. Really stoked on how they turned out, and I have a couple more like really small edits. They're not anything super crazy. I have like a small, like, I guess like mini driver feature of like Scott Podessa, but shot a ton for that sort of thing yesterday down at Thompson as well. So I'm really stoked, and gonna be working on one for like Rob on 223. That should be uploaded soon. I guess so. In terms of upcoming stuff, Nedco is supposed to be doing an event at Hudson Speedway today, kind of like a drift demo at one of their races. But unfortunately, with the weather being rainy, the track canceled it, which sucks because I was really stoked to go see, you know, a lot of the homies that I haven't seen since October 30th of last year. But Mike's going to try to reschedule it, I think he said on the Facebook group. So we'll see where that goes. Hopefully it's soon, because it'd be just nice to get out there. And it's Hudson Speedway is just, I think, a quarter-mile short track. It's just an oval, but it's still fun. It's still drifting, and it's still a good time. The next event that I think I'm going to be making it to is next Sunday, the 7th of May. It's another Gig Motorsports event down at Quonset Point in North Kingstown. Should be sick. Had a blast there last time. If this is your first vlog of mine you're watching, go watch vlog number 1, because I just rambled on and on for, Jesus, like 15, 16 minutes about Gig Motorsports. But they're a grassroots organization down in Rhode Island. Hopefully I'm going to make the trip down there next Sunday and shoot. I have a media application in for the LZ World Tour, which is like a touring drift event sort of thing that Adam LZ is doing. I think they're doing like 4 events in 4 continents or 4 countries this year, and their first event is down at Old Bridge Township Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey. So I submitted my media application for that. The cutoff for media applications is today at midnight. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. It'd be really sick to shoot that. It's going to be a ton of big name drivers there. Obviously, Adam LZ, because he's the one putting it on. You know, Colette Davis is going to be there. Hertz going to be there. Jimmy Oakes, Grant Anderson, the Drift Games dude. Just a shitload of people. And it seems like it's going to be a cool event. I've never shot at E-Town. And so we'll see what happens. I mean, if I don't get approved for whatever reason, which is very likely, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Lock City also has their first like 2-day event of the season at Thompson that weekend. So one way or another, I'll definitely be shooting drifting. They're also doing like a street series competition, and the first round is in a couple weeks. I think it's May 19th. So that's sick, and I definitely want to make it down for that, because I feel like that's going to be just wild and a ton of fun. So that's really it for this vlog. Hoping this like wrap up portion of it isn't as long or rambly or awkward as the first vlog. I'm by no means like a vlog pro now that I've done 2 vlogs, but you know, don't want to make content that's like shitty or boring. But I also don't want to not be myself and make like fake content or put on a fake influencer personality, because that's just fucking dumb. It's not me. So I'll probably do another little time lapse of editing some photos at the end of this, like I did on the first one, because I thought that was kind of neat to watch personally. I don't know if people liked it. But yeah, so I appreciate the views and the subscribes and the support I'm getting on these, because it's kind of cool that people seem to be enjoying it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just my friends being like, hey, you're doing a cool thing, because we don't want you to feel bad. But yeah, so I appreciate everyone that's watching these and giving me the drive to keep doing it. I don't know, probably just going to keep doing it anyways, because it's kind of neat. But yeah, so I guess it's that time. Do the thing, smash the bells and the buttons, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.